What's up everyone, welcome back to another episode of Dungeons and Dragons Online. Now we just finished the first tutorial quest and now we're in the starting area called Korthos Village. I still remember this area from when I started playing and I don't see anything they've changed so far, so let's see if there are any new things they added to the game. So right here they tell us to help out Kaha, however you say her last name. So here she is. She has a quest marker on the top of her head. Let's talk to her. We need to go to Hayton's family crypt. So you can see in the minimap we're supposed to go here. Let's choose normal, and we can't do hard yet because we have to finish the quest first in normal. So I didn't really do a good job of explaining it before, but as a cleric we have 3 spells, and if you choose the path the game will choose it for you, but normally you would choose your own spells, and you can change it fairly often by going to a tavern. Later I'll show you what the tavern looks like.
Coming from deep in the crypt, you hear the strange and unsettling echoes that Kaya spoke of, and by the passage leading in, a grim-faced man glares at you.
Thank you, good sir.
Strange. Sarcophagi line the walls, but they're broken open and empty. Where did the bodies go? You notice something strange about the wall to the west. If you search the wall, you may discover more.
I guess it's fairly obvious that there's something here because of the graphics, but if you have a high enough spot skill, like here I have a lot of wisdom, so I have a fairly high spot skill for level 1. The game told me that there was something here, so let's try using this search skill and see if anything's here. Apparently my search is not high enough, so I can't find it. My search skill is not high enough, but you can see here that the game's telling you that something is here, but if you can't actually find it, there's no use trying to find it. But let's summon a friend. Let's go for a giant rat.
You notice something strange about the wall to the west.
But I can't see it.
If you search the wall, you may discover more. What were those cultists up to? This bears more in a treasure chest glimmers in the dark passage here. Though rusty, this longsword is still sharp. It's a slashing weapon, perfect for slicing through putrid zombie flesh that would resist puncturing or bludgeoning weapons.
My rat does more damage than I do.
As you slay these foul cultists, take care to keep your own health up.
So some monsters in this game have done damage reduction.
There's a Sahuagin in here, performing some kind of ritual.
Come, dead son of Korthos, rise and do my...
The altar glows with dark power, and the Sahuagin continues.
kill.
The Sahuagin were using this vile devourer altar to create undead. This must not be allowed to continue. A magical crest appears from the destroyed altar. If you take it with you, it may be useful later. You continue to hear cultists about their evil work from further inside the crypt.
As a cleric, we actually have this turn undead feature, and I forgot to use it. Maybe we should use it later on. So if you guys noticed, the damage text earlier was yellow. If it's color yellow, it means they have damage reduction towards the type of damage you're dealing. So since I'm using a mace, I'm doing bludgeoning damage, so zombies are resistant to it.
Another treasure chest. Perhaps the cultists brought it here, but it's yours now.
I won't bother because...
There's another Sahuagin. It croaks.
Crag Wolf Hayton, in life you served the light.
These devourer altars will create a blight of undead upon Korthos. Another crest drops out as you smash the altar. There might still be other altars elsewhere in this crypt.
So I just tried out the turn undead, and right now it's not really strong. What does this do? Deflection bonus to armor class. Easy. Where's the shrine? I won't use it yet, I don't need it. I have still a lot of HP. As you can see, this is the base amount of experience you can have, and certain things qualify you for additional XP. Like for example, if it's your first time doing the quest, on this difficulty you get 25%, and so on.
There's something odd on the wall, possibly dangerous. If you search, you may be able to find out more.
Or I can't.
Acid sprays out of the wall as the gate slams shut.
So there are traps in this game. Loot all. Trap. Some traps you can easily avoid, such as this one. So, and he says right before taking damage from the trap. That's 0 damage though.
In the middle of this chamber is an evil devourer altar. By it,
Die!
Sahuagin rumbles.
For generations, the demon hated
The Sahuagin's plan must have been to use these devour. When the altar collapses, a third crest appears.
Okay.
It glows with cold magic.
So if you're not really sure what to do next in your quest, make sure to look at your, I don't know what you call this one. It's basically it tells you what objectives you need for your quest. So let me guys show you now that you can actually change your spells after resting. So after you rest, your HP and your SP points replenish. And after you rest, you can actually change the spells you have. So let's change some of them. Here you go, you have the icon here that you can prepare spells. So these are all available for you right now. Let's change Shield of Faith to Bless and Summon Monster for Nimbus of Light. So let's put that in our taskbar. Oh shit. There. As you notice, even if I got rid of my Summon Monster spell, my rat is still here, so that's something to take note of. So let's perform Bless, makes our attack rolls better.
A magical barrier blocks the way, and behind it, another Sahuagin performs unholy rituals at a devourer altar. This barrier appears linked to 3 sockets in the wall. If you find the crests to those sockets, it may allow you You fit the last crest in place, and the magic shield dissipates. The Sahuagin inside spits out in a venomous voice.
These fools who would keep Korthos shall be consumed by the devourer.
Okay, that's that.
Your bold actions saved Korthos and brought the Sahuagin's fell scheme to naught. The treasure chest in the antechamber is now yours.
So after you finish a quest and you get your loot, of course, instead of walking all the way back out, especially in a longer quest, you can actually just click this button, finish, and it'll automatically teleport you outside of the quest. It is actually pretty okay. I remember not knowing that the first time I played, so I'd spent quite a lot of time walking out. Okay, so our first real quest is done. We go back to Kaha and ask her for our reward. You have Amulet of the Brute versus Amulet of Inner Focus. I think I'm going to get the Amulet of Inner Focus.
Some of the braver villagers tried to stem the Sahuagin tide, but their courage led to naught but grievous injuries. Korthos needs someone with more than just guts.
So you can see here that it says that we have action points to spend. Now if you look down on your XP bar, this is your current progress. Now there are, I think, 4 ranks. Yeah, 4 ranks, then after you get 4 ranks, you can get to the next level. So each level, you can get 4 action points, in which you can spend to buy certain enhancements to your class. So let's go to the cleric enhancement person. So you can see your list of enhancements here. I don't have any, so it's empty. So you have to go to your respective trainer. So if you are a favorite soul, you go to your favorite soul trainer. And we're a cleric, so you go to the cleric trainer. So we spent action points on enhancements. So you have your race enhancements and of course your class enhancements here. As a free player, you can only have 3 for free. Then there are 2 that you have to unlock, either through paying or through playing the game. So I don't really know what. I want to go Radiant Servant as well as a War Priest. You can read up on these online. And if it's your first character, don't be afraid to experiment. You can reset your enhancements, so these are not really permanent. I wouldn't advise between just, spending willy-nilly, but let's get this one, since we are a War Priest. We are a melee, so we get this one. So you can see that the enhancements have different icons. So if it's a square icon, it means it's an active, meaning you have to activate it for it to get effect. If it's this like hexagon shaped thing like this one, it means it's a passive, meaning you don't need to activate it and it just automatically does whatever. So there are levels here. The first level you can spend right after you get your first core enhancement, which are the first row here. Then after you spend 5, you can move on to the next. So you don't have to get this one to get this one. You just need 5 in the first row to get to the next row and so forth. Let's see. That's cool. I don't know what to get, so let's get this one. You can never really go wrong with hit points. Then finally, you can go to the tavern. This is the tavern right here. Wave Crest Tavern. Now when you die, you have to bind yourself to a spirit binder. All taverns in the game have spirit binders. So I would like to use your services, and if I fall in battle, can you bring me back here? Yes. So if you forget to bind yourself at the right tavern, you can find yourself respawning way back in a different area in a different tavern. So make sure that whenever you're going to a new area, you bind yourself. So you can also sell here to the bartender. And that's it for this episode, and we'll continue on adventuring the Korthos Village in the next. Thanks guys for watching, and hope you guys liked the video. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time.